Alright, traders, before we start with a short demonstration of the RobotFX Fluid Expert Advisor for traders who never heard about it or don't know what hedging is or how to hedge, let's talk about the changes between the previous version, pardon me, RobotFX Fluid 7.4 and the latest version 7.5. This is for the existing customers, the traders that are using this already, so they don't have to watch the entire video if they don't want to. Now, first of all, we got rid of this option, extra initial lots trades, has been misunderstood and abused, and someone opened too many trades and they could handle and almost got wiped out. So better to open one trade, focus on one trade, win it or hedge it, but don't open any other extra trades. And also with this, we got rid of the non-live moving average exit trades after, which became obsolete. Alright, what else happened? Nothing here. We don't have buttons on the chart anymore. I will explain that why. And also, neither this button calculates hedge trade. And this is why in the new version 7.5 we introduced the -1 magic number, which once set will allow the expert advisor to manage trades opened manually by you, trades that will not have a magic number basically. So make sure that you have only one pair, one chart of the same pair open if you use the negative number. Because otherwise it will interfere with others. Either way, make sure this number, be it negative or not, is different from any other chart that uses this expert advisor. Okay, this is one thing. The other thing is that now we have on the chart the take profit levels and sell take profit levels and buy take profit levels. So that when the price will go in our favor at this level and the profit will be higher or equal to minimum profit, then the expert advisor will close the trade if instructed to by this setting here, close trade at take profit. I usually don't use it. I set it to false because I want to use the non-live moving average. That's one thing. And another thing is, was there another thing? No, only this. Only these are the changes. So if you are using this already, you probably found out everything you needed to find out. And the hedge zone algorithm has been changed to match the same algorithm with the one used by the RobotFX AutoRecovery expert advisor, which is sold separately if you want to give it a try. So basically the RobotFX Fluid expert advisor includes the RobotFX AutoRecovery expert advisor. That's why it's also more expensive. And it does more, and let's see what it does basically. Now the fun starts. The expert advisor Fluid expert advisor can let's open a trade of this trade will do. Can detect the trend first of all. And how it detects the trend? It detects the trend by following three moving averages. One, it's a 200 moving average. That's the slow moving average. And then there are two, one medium moving average and one fast moving average. Medium and fast are exponential. We don't see them very well. This is how the expert advisor decides whether the trend is up or down by following these moving averages. And how it does it is as follows. If the price is below the 200 moving average, the slow moving average, then the expert advisor will only consider selling. but also the price, the fast moving average, which is 30 exponential by default, must be under the medium moving average, which is 55 exponential by default. And these settings, you don't need to load the moving averages on the chart. These settings you can choose by yourself for each moving average individual. Just remember, for sell, the price must be under slow moving average, and fast moving average under medium moving average, and opposite for the buy, of course. Now, since we established this, mind that from this point, the expert advisor will look only to sell. Now, let's delete these moving averages so it will not interfere with our, let's have a naked chart. Also, since this is how you calculate the trend, you also have the option to draw the background trend color, which will change the background trend color differently. We have one color for downtrend, one for uptrend, up to your based on your preferences. Don't need that indicator either. So, as a review, first of all, the expert advisor can detect the trend. The expert advisor uses and can detect the swings, lower highs, higher lows, so it will enter a trend, following the trend at exactly the right moment. And it does that by using an external indicator called RobotFX non-lag moving average. And since we got the main trend by the combination of the three moving averages, slow, medium, and fast, then the non-lag moving average is used to detect the mini trends, basically, the moves, the swings, highs and lows. So we will enter the right moment. Basically, when the color will change from white into black, the expert advisor will think about or try to open a sell if it will have a trend confirm, if it will follow a trend. If you don't follow a trend, it will open trends, well, randomly as soon as the color changes. But this is also a thing that you can limit from trading. Set trading to not allowed, and the expert advisor will not open any trade except for the hedging trade. Close the trade, and the expert advisor will close all the pending orders. This is useful if you want to trade manually and use the expert advisor only to manage, to hedge the trades. However, you can set it to allow it only to buy long, sell short, or both ways. And you also have an option to instruct the expert advisor to do something after it will close a basket of trades or a winning trade. And this is remove EA from the chart, remove itself from the chart so it will not open another trade, close the Metatrader terminal, or continue trading as nothing happened. For this demonstration, I will do it on a strategy tester. You have and this is how it enters trades, by the way. And there is also the option you have to close a trade, an open trade, also based on this moving non-lag moving average. When the color will change following the trend, entering a sell, if the profit, the real profit, will be equal or more than the minimum profit. This is in dollars, as you can change it to whatever you want. Put it to 1 cent if you want to close at break even. What it means basically, it means that the expert advisor will open a trade here, and when the color will change back from black into white, meaning that a swing high will happen, if the profit is bigger than the minimum profit or equal with minimum profit, it will close this trade at break even or profit, depends on the move. Okay, and this is what things. So far we have an expert advisor that can detect the trend, that can enter and exit the right time, based on the price movement. It's an expert advisor that follows the price basically. We trade with the price, and what else can happen? And it can manage a trade, a losing trade. That's important. The expert advisor by itself can place a, why did I, oh, what happened here? 23,000. Sorry, I chose the wrong pair to for the strategy tester. Something else, something that everyone uses, Euro USD. Period M15. Wrong settings everywhere. Let's start with the default settings. Trade both ways, buy and sell. We follow the trend anyway. We can set the maximum number of orders, trades that the expert advisor is allowed to open. By default, it's 7. In case the price gets trapped in a consolidation zone, we don't want the expert advisor to keep opening opposite trades, buy, sell all the time, each of them higher than the other one. It can be dangerous. We can have the expert advisor close or take profit that I explained in the beginning, but I don't want that. I want to follow the price and close when the non-lag moving average turns around. I like the trend, background trend color. I do follow the trend. I will have a trailing stop, which is, by the way, the trailing stop is the break-even too. So once the price is 50 pips in our favor, the stop loss will be at 0. Once the price will be 100 pips in our favor, the stop loss will be 50 pips away. We'll have 50 pips profit. And we have the option to, set alerts if you want, all alerts, email, push, screen, or none. I prefer none. You also can close the basket of trades, opposite trades, buy sells, when the maximum orders is reached. Once you have 7 trades, they will close. However, mind that they will close in some of them in loss, of course. The slippage is self-explanatory. Minimum profit, I talked about it. The stop loss has 2 functions. You know what? Let's start with classic trading. No hedging. When you set allow hedge to no, the expert advisor will use the stop loss and the take profit as classic stop loss and take profit, and it will place them on the chart as any trader would normally do. We don't have a trade here. We started to have an uptrend, and yes, and finally the price was here higher than 200 moving average and the fast moving average above the medium moving average. Let's see what happens. Well, actually we can see what happens. The expert advisor sets immediately a stop loss and a take profit. And I'm also closing the trades as per my settings when the non-lag moving average will change the color again from white into black. Then the expert advisor opened another trade, and this one seems to be higher profit, and it did. Alright, I'm explaining this very fast. This is what allow hedge does. Now, if I choose hedge fluid, or let's say hedge zone first, because this is the default setting. If I choose the hedge zone, the stop loss becomes the distance between the opposite trades. Basically, this will be the recovery zone, or the trade recovery, loss recovery zone, whatever you want to call it. And the take profit, it's still the take profit. If I set this to true, close trades at take profit. If the one trade or a basket of trades, it's the sum of the profit on the chart of that basket, it's at least equal to the minimum profit that I will choose. If that will happen and the take profit levels are reached, then the expert advisor will close the basket, will close all the trades at min profit, basically. and it will look something like this. Yes, run, please. Now we opened it opened the trade at the same level, and 50 pips away, instead of placing a stop loss, it placed a sell stop, and the lot size of this sell stop is higher than the lot size of the buy that it opened following the trend, and it is calculated so when the price will hit the take profit line, which is take profit level, which is drawn on the chart, then somewhere here 750 pips away, 75 pips away from this sell, the hedge trade, somewhere here the profit, the real profit will be equal to the minimum profit, and here the expert advisor will close the basket. Now I hope the price will go down, but I've seen before it didn't, so this will be a winning trade, probably. Yes, it was. Then it opened the next trade at the next signal, trading signal, same thing. And by the way, we also have a trailing option. Well, I told you before, actually. Break even and trailing, stop trailing step. I would like the price to go down now and trigger this, if you can believe it. Okay, and it did. Now, the expert advisor opened a buy and it placed the pending opposite hedging trade, the sell stop. Then it dropped and hit the sell stop. At this point, immediately after this, it placed another pending buy on the other level of this recovery zone. And this is basically our recovery zone now. Between these levels, which are also written on the chart here, buy level, sell level. Between these levels, this is our recovery zone, and the expert advisor will keep opening. Where is this rectangle? And why is it orange? Anyway, and the expert advisor will keep opening or placing pending buys and pending sells as soon as each of these pending orders is hit by the price. This is what hedging using a recovery zone means, basically. Eventually, the price will go high enough to hit either the take profit or the sell profit levels, and it will close this basket at least at break even. And I suggest you don't get greedy and set the minimum profit to a low level, or at least this is how I think. Once I have two opposite trades on the same chart, I consider that a losing trade, and my purpose is to close all of them as soon as I can at break even. I don't know about your trading style, this is why I'm saying this. Alright, you didn't have time to place the break even. Now we are covered. We have the break even placed for the sales. Even if the price goes down, well, then it's perfect. We will soon reach the profit. Will reach the minimum profit, which is almost zero, and the expert advisor will close this trade. And after that, I can focus on some other trade. If not, if the price will go back again and close this trade at the stop loss, and then continue to go higher. There is a possibility that might happen, and this was explained in the RobotFX AutoRecovery tutorial. The price might drop enough to trigger this to close this order, to hit the stop loss of the sales, and then immediately drop down. It only needs to make a little up and down only to trigger this and then immediately drop down. And since the expert advisor initially places pending orders, it will not be able to place a pending order because the price will be under the level, under this level. And in this case, the expert advisor will immediately open another hedging trade, only one. Well, in case it will close all of them, only one. And it will calculate the lot size again. So if the price will move down again, will drop down again, it will the profit will increase, covering the loss from the above, from the buys. If this will happen, and usually most of the times the price is not exactly on the same level. It's maybe a little lower with 1 or 2 pips, and that will make the expert advisor, if it will do this, that will make the expert advisor to place the next hedging sell a little lower than this the sell level now on the chart, reset the consolidation this zone recovery area, delete the pending buy that is now on this buy level 1.11532, and replace the pending buy and place the pending buy again at the distance, same distance, the stop loss distance, 50 pips away in our scenario from the the last open trade. So basically it means that the entire zone recovery area might move with 1 or 2, maybe 3 pips down in this case, or up if we'll do the opposite thing. I don't know when this will happen. I didn't check this chart previously to shooting this video. I'm just saying. Maybe it will happen now. If it will happen, so we will see. But anyway, it didn't. The price dropped enough to hit the what's his name? Take profit level, the sell take profit level, and close the basket. And by the way, mind that when the price will reach this level, the expert advisor will send the orders to the broker servers, of course, to close this order. Now, if there is a delay of a few seconds between these orders will be closed, they might get closed a little later or faster, or the price will move a little more in your favor or against you, and so the basket might close in minus a few dollars or plus a few dollars. If you want to avoid this, then you can set the minimum profit. Where is it? The minimum profit to a few dollars, $1, $2, $3, $4. Depends on your lot size and on the equity, on how much you are trading. Again, you must optimize this expert advisor based on your settings, your trading skills. You don't think it will make money for you automatically. No, it's an expert advisor that will help you trade the trend. If you don't know to trade, I'm sorry to say that nothing will help you. You can you should invest your money in something else. The same thing happened now. Expert advisor had a buy trend, an uptrend, and a buy trade signal, and unfortunately, looks like the price is going to hit the opposite hedge again, or not. Anyway, we have only these two options. The price can go either up or down. Either way, we are protected by hedging if we know how to hedge, or if we know how to use this hedging expert advisor. If you do it as explained, then you'll have no issues. Now, let's try hedging a fluid. That happened too fast. I don't even know what happened. I want to go to that the period when we hit the opposite trade. explain about fluid trading. When we hedge fluid, the expert advisor will place only one opposite trade. It will place only one pending order. So we have one buy open and it will place only one sell stop. Once this order is triggered, the expert advisor will continue trading with the trend. We no longer have a recovery zone, no longer orange rectangle. From now on, if we have a trend and a trading signal based on the non-lag moving average, the expert advisor will enter that trade and it will calculate that the lot size of that trade, so it will hedge the loss from the other trade. If not, it will not enter any trade. So, no, this was not a trading signal. It was not a trend, basically. It will happen now, yes, and it did. Well, now, the trend since starting from this point, where the fast-moving average 30 was above the rise above the 55 one. From this point, the expert advisor again considers an uptrend. So as soon as we have the signal, the trading signal from the non-lag moving average, it also opens a buy trade, hedging buy trade. So now we have same thing, only it will happen on a larger scale hedging. It will hedge fluidly with the trend. If the price will go against us, with us, then very good. The expert advisor will close the trade once the profit, the same, will reach minimum profit set by us. Now, looks like the trend changed again. Now the price is under the 200 moving average. And when the color changed again, the expert advisor opened a hedging sell now. This is hedging fluidly with the trend. Unfortunately, now that's a difficult scenario. The price rises and falls up and down again, opening another buy. It's a little confusing, and I was hoping the price will go in one direction faster, so we'll get the idea faster and understand how it works. But anyway, never mind. Let's see what happens. Again, we have a downtrend. Again, the expert advisor is only selling, hedging the sell, and the last sell is 0.13. If the price drops, very well. We have set the break-even trailing stop too high, but never mind. Alright, at this point we are covered. If the price will do some suddenly move up or do a spike or whatever, well, the sales are covered by the break even, by the stop loss. They will close at 0 or with a minimum loss. If by the opposite they will go down, then the profit will increase, the real profit, until it will reach minimum profit and close the basket at 0. Now it looks like it closed one trade, and the trend looks like it's going to reverse. As we can see from the bottom semicircle that it makes now and starts to create higher highs. We don't know for sure. To be honest, we don't even care. We just use this expert advisor to do the job. And then it looks like it resumed falling again, or no? No, now it's an uptrend according to our settings, of course. Or no? Sorry. Like this. Starts to consolidate and it opens another pending sell. Another hedging sell. and then uptrend again, and from this time on it becomes boring. And yes, finally, eventually the price dropped enough to close the basket at minimum profit. And that was hedging fluidly. Now, whether you like to hedge or not, where was it? Whether you like to hedge or not, or you like to hedge the zone or hedge fluid, that's up to you. Either way, you should download this as a demo first probably, and try all the settings and try to match it with your trading style. And if it's profitable for you, well, then why not go ahead and buy it? If not, obviously, don't go ahead and buy it. Either way, if you have questions, go ahead and use the contact page on our website, which is robotfx.ro, or leave a comment here if you wish, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I remind you that the RobotFX Fluid Expert Advisor is available for download as a demo, and you can find more information, its settings explained on the fluid.robotfx.ro website, or the robotfx.ro website, the main site. Good luck trading, and I hope to hear from you. Bye bye.